Whoa. New room! Do you hear the chimes? They keep going, don't they? I don't hear any chime. I mean the background music? I guess. Scared of writing something. Don't want to feel judged. Don't bother. You can go in here, I think. Huh. This is where I get off. I failed writing anything here. Okay. We'll move on a bit. What's the painting? I don't know. It's weird. It's a strange little light thing. I need someone to talk to. Don't listen to the other notes. They're all lying to you. Whoa. It's like a big stage almost. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, we're all here now. What? There must be a reason for it, though. His terrible secret. He kept it well. I beat the game! And it just keeps going. More room.
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means.
Escape. He needed escape.
Represents an idea that was on
he cut it up and spread it between worlds.
And the
almost there.
Is a way of closing the
have
door
everything
on
in
a
the world never
previous
told
chapter
anyone.
of his life before moving on to the next one.
Wish there were notes in the real world. There are, you know. Becomes spiraling nonsense. Who is spiraling nonsense?
In each of his games, after exploring a theme that, you know, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle.
Close your eyes and wish for it really bad.
A reliable solution. He understands exactly how it works.
Almost at the end.
And so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
Here we are. Okay.
And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces.
No solution.
Before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment. A few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
And then we just do this again, right? Alright. Cool. This is a long hallway. Look at the long hallway. Why is there a typewriter? How do you leave now? How do you note? Why is this just a room full of typewriters? Are you there? Please say something. T and Y are not working. I can't. Hello? May. Wait, May to June 2009. Typewriters are still going.
Okay, this one is tough. It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
It's kind of pretty. Look at that. Oh, wait, what's that? That's weird. Okay. What do I do? What do I do? Oh, in here? Okay. Whoa. It reminds me of like Treasure Planet or something. I don't know. Hoop. Hoop. What? I'm at the bottom of a well.
So, like, this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of the hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's going to start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, here's version 2.
Why was I trapped in a well? Okay. What furniture ought to go in the center of the room? How about a refrigerator? That's not a refrigerator. It's a table. Okay. What about along the wall of the room? 10 stoves lined up along the wall. Perfect. Those are not 10 stoves. These are couches. I don't even think those were an option. Well, light should be in the room. Skylight. Yeah. Did we get a lamp? Really? We asked for a skylight, we got a lamp? A table. We already have. Look at this. It's right here. You know, tables, they were invented in 1935. Clearly. What? What?
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything.
Is there 10 stoves lined against the wall?
For weirdness' sake.
It is pretty weird. Wait, I wanted to find the 10 stoves.
He throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Alright, night. Thanks for hanging out. Alright, welcome. Wait, hello. Please walk forward. This guide will enable you to escape from any prison environment. Follow the instructions carefully. Wait, take care. First, click on this table. On it. I did it. Good. Now go over to the photo frame and click to turn it slightly. Okay. On it. I turned it. Now turn the floor lamp in this room off. Then turn it back on. Okay. Off. Okay. Now go to the left of the sofa and move it over a little bit. Finally, touch the shelves. That's it. In a real prison, the escape will now open. Return to start to be taken back to your prison. What? Where did we start? Back in here? Hoop. Okay. How's that work?
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape.
Oh, well that's rude.
Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside.
Whoa. That's cool.
Through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this. To see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that
upside down room. Oh man, the whole world is upside down.
Telling you to stop that particular mechanism of defense against yourself.
What happened to this one?
And so
I can't get out.
Going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something, and he likes.
Hits on what?
And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created, and the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
Okay. What does that mean? I see the light post. We're supposed to edit that. Okay. Is that a phone booth? Let's put this hit. Okay. Hello? Hello? Who is this? Hey, it's me. I'm from wait, hey, it's me. I'm you from after you escaped prison. What? You're me? Dots. So you're trapped in this prison too? Yep, I was in the furniture.
It's a conversation.
I was the escape tutorial.
Is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind.
Yeah, I was totally there. All of that stuff. Someone who knows. That's where I'm at right now.
The irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself.
What's it like to escape?
All of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
Actually, I'm already forgetting what's prison. Am I kind of miss being in prison? Sure, it feels like being still and wildly in motion at the same time. Totally. Do you feel any different? Sometimes I'm scared I'll get out and then things will be exactly the same as before. It does change, or something. It actually does change. I don't feel like the same person at all. Oh good, that's nice to hear. That makes me feel really happy. I guess this? I don't know what to choose. But if you're me, then did you get a call from another version when you were trapped? No, I think I'm the first. I'll say no. I did get a call. I did. Totally. What did they tell you? What did they have to do to get you out? How you feel about being in prison? How you doing? You doing alright? What? That freed you? How does that work? You can know it works. Listen, just tell me how you feel. Okay. I feel afraid that nothing will ever change. Oh. Go on.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion.
Like a therapist?
To the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay.
Huh.
Wouldn't that be nice?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. The house in the
Son of a bitch! You guys saying you have seen my kid? What? What? He's been here the whole time? Oh, never mind.